Hello, welcome to mypresidenttrump.us. Now, unfortunately for me, I watched like 10 seconds of The View today, and I was watching one of the ladies saying, if closing the schools saved one life, if keeping everything shut down saves one life, we've got to do it. No, you don't. Guess what? 100 kids die a year, according to Google, on bicycles. 25,000 get injured. So we should ban bicycles. Huh? Nah, it's stupid. If saving one life justified everything, well, then guess what? We get rid of abortion. That's 1,000,000 lives a year. If saving one life meant that we got rid of all cars, we would all walk. That would save one life. Well, guess what? Think of you never factor in when you hear a fool say, if it saves one life. Well, if we do it for everybody, how many lives are you costing? So we shut down hospitals. New York sent COVID-19 patients into nursing homes to save one life. And what they did is they killed thousands of people because they wanted to keep the hospitals open for COVID-19. They shut down elective surgeries, elective appointments. That means cancer screenings haven't been done. That's going to cost thousands of lives. Cancer treatments, chemotherapies have been postponed for months to save lives from COVID-19. We're not giving patients chemotherapy to save one life. We're costing thousands. Think about it. You never hear them talk about how many lives it's going to cost to save that one life. Cancer screenings save lives every day. We're not doing cancer screenings, particularly in California, to save one life. We're going to shut schools down, so kids aren't going to get an education. The difference between having a good quality of life and a lower quality of life is an education. We've already cost the COVID-19, and understand, the original shutdown, I understand, you don't know what you're dealing with. It appears to be highly contagious. We had to shut it down in order to flatten the curve so we could get enough ventilators, so we could get some type of a treatment, so we could get masks, so we could get gloves to the hospitals. We know more now. We've got millions and millions of gloves. We've got thousands of ventilators. Ford's making ventilators. General Motors making ventilators. 3M's pumping out millions and millions of masks. We have flattened the curve, and we are now manufacturing enough to deal with a large number of people going to the hospital. It was never the intention of shutting down to shut down until the virus was over or until a vaccine was determined. First of all, a vaccine may never come. So bars, restaurants will never open again because of the flu. That's what this is. It's a version of the flu. It's a flu that gives you a unique form of pneumonia that is very, very deadly. But the majority, more than 80 to 90% of the people who get it, 80% have almost no symptoms. Half of them don't, the majority of them don't even know they have it. The ones that do get symptoms have very bad flu symptoms. They have pneumonia, and some need to go on ventilators. And if you have pre-existing conditions, along with the luck of the draw of getting the bad form of pneumonia that is COVID-19, that kills you. If you don't have a pre-existing condition, I don't have a pre-existing condition. I'm 50 years old. I'm under 80. I'm healthy. I quit smoking. If I got COVID-19, I might not even know it, or I might have the flu. I've had family members who think they have it. They were sick. They're horrible. They were bedridden. They got over it. Their kids have had it. This is not as deadly to kids. Now, let's go back to The View for a second. And the hearings, they were commenting on the hearings the other day with the COVID-19 panel. Important thing to understand, we have 80,000 deaths as of May 13th, 2020 in the United States. Of those, I think only very few, maybe less than 100, are minors. So saying that we should shut the schools down because of the COVID-19 effect on minors is just asinine, because, once again, Bicycle accidents kill more than 100 kids a year. We should shut schools down because kids ride their bikes to school? Or maybe we should ban bicycles because bicycles kill more kids to this point than COVID-19 has as of May 13th, 2020, here in the United States. In addition, um, if every time there's a cold and flu, we shut down. Now, my father was 86 years old. He died of a combination of pneumonia and cancer. Nobody shut the bars down. Nobody shut the country down because in the winter, people spread colds. They spread the flu. My dad got the flu. That led to pneumonia. He got a look like esophagus cancer. Those two things, they won't operate on the esophagus cancer because of the pneumonia, and the pneumonia was a contributing factor to his death. So if you get a unique form of pneumonia, I feel sorry for you. But you know what? I know the pain of losing somebody I love. I lost my hero. I lost my father to pneumonia 6 years ago. Nobody shut anything down. The nation did not mourn. And it was, once again, a combination of pneumonia and cancer. I wish we could have shut. You know what? I take that back. My father would not have wanted to see a single bar or a single restaurant shut down. He spent the majority of his life as a bartender. He served drinks to sick people, to healthy people, day in, day out, the majority of his life. He went into a bar in northeast Minneapolis when he was a minor. He got thrown out. When he was 18, he got hired to be a bartender there, and he bartended in that bar until he was 80 years old. The idea, he was one of the healthiest people I ever know. He rarely got sick. But at 86, things catch up to you. Whether he got it from the bar, whether he got it from somewhere else, or whether it was just his time, doesn't matter. He would not have wanted the bars closed. He would not have wanted 20 million Americans to lose their jobs over the flu. He would have thought this is stupid. In addition, what you're really saying in this COVID-19 is we're only looking at this one death from COVID-19. This one death. 20 million unemployed Americans. The Great Depression level of unemployment. If you went back to the Great Depression and said, we could end the Great Depression and it's just going to cost one life, they would have killed the person in a minute just to get out of the Great Depression. The Democrats want a second Great Depression because I guess they think that there's some type of advantage to them, but one life isn't worth it. Understand something. We've lost 80,000 people. We were going to lose 80,000 people anyways. Pneumonia was going to get them. Cancer was going to get them. Most of those people have pre-existing conditions. They weren't going to live another 20 years, the majority of them. The fact that they died a little early is sad, but we don't want a permanent recession, a permanent Great Recession to what? Save one life? Ending schools, no more associations, no more friends, no more first dates, no more awkward moments. I mean, think about it. On The View and on that hearing, the televised hearing, they're arguing to keep schools shut down indefinitely. They not only want them shut down for 1922, but 1920, but 20 into 21. They don't want to open the schools again because we're going to save one kid. Nah, you want to save kids? Open the schools up. Learning to go to school and be forced to be in a room with people you don't know and to make friends, and then next hour you go into a room with different people and make more friends and go into another room the next hour. That's how you make friends. That's life. What you're arguing for is, Stockholm Syndrome. Locking kids down who are the least vulnerable in this to what? We need over the flu. This has happened to America. 1919 virus, Hong Kong flu, Asian flu, swine flu. This happens. We get the flu. You don't shut down. We shut down because we listen to the doctors. Well, guess what? We've never elected a doctor president of the United States. I don't want a doctor to be the president. It's time for the president to say, hey, thank you. We shut down. We did what we needed to do. Now it's time to open. We've got the ventilators. We've got the masks. We've got the gloves. We've flattened the curve. Now it's time to open. Now it's time to have herd immunity. If you want to stay home, stay home. I want to go out. I want to have a beer. I want to have a steak. I want to go out to a concert. I want to see a band. I have led a reckless life up to this point, and I want to continue to lead a reckless life. Leading a reckless life by going to bars with my friends, going to concerts with my friends, seeing bands, hanging out, saying hello, meeting people who are darker than me, meeting people who are different than me. I've got gay friends. I've got a variety of friends. This whole staying home thing is racist. You're watching mypresidenttrump.com. Thank you. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Bye.